Hi, this is John Isles, and welcome to Geometer's Paradise. We're continuing our review of Unit 2 by looking at angles formed by lines. These are going to be either linear pairs or vertical angles. Our first task is to look at a drawing. Here are angles 1, 2, 3, and 4, and identify the angle pairs. So take a moment. You're looking for either linear pairs or vertical angles. Remember that linear pairs are adjacent to each other, so like 1 and 2. And vertical pairs are across from each other, like 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. Okay, angle 2 and angle 3 are next to each other, so they form a linear pair. Angle 4 and angle 3, again, are next to each other, so they form a linear pair. Angle 4 and angle 2 are across from each other, so these are vertical angles. Angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent to each other, so they are a linear pair. And angle 1 and angle 3 are across from each other, so they are vertical angles. When we solve an equation that involves vertical angles, we want to remember that vertical angles are equal to one another. Looks like I've lost a column there. Okay, so our first task is to set up that angle CAD is equal to angle EAB because they are vertical angles. And then my second step, I plug in my equations. 6x plus 22 equals 10x minus 58. Substitution. All right, and then we solve this for x. Maybe I subtract 22 from both sides. 6x equals 10x minus 36. Subtraction. And then I subtract 10x from both sides. So now I have negative 4x equals negative 36. And finally, I divide both sides by negative 4. So x is 9. Alright. Then my value for CAD is 6 times 9 plus 22. That's 54 plus 22, which is equal to 76 degrees. And of course angle EAB is the same, but we want to check it, so we're going to go 10 times 9 minus 58. Well, 10 times 9 is 90. Something's wrong. Okay, when you're looking at vertical angles like this, you want to make sure that you set them equal. So CAD is equal to angle EAB because they are vertical angles. Then we want to make substitutions. 6x plus 22 is equal to 10x minus 58. We subtract 22 from both sides. 6x equals 10x minus, now we're adding these, remember sides are the same, we're subtracting 22. So negative 58 minus 22 is actually going to be an addition problem, and it's negative 80. And then we subtract 10x from both sides. We get negative 4x equals negative 80. Oh boy. Divide both sides by negative 4. X is equal to positive 20. So now we go in and we calculate the values. Angle CAD is equal to 6 times 20 plus 22. That's 120 plus 22, which is 144. Angle EAB is also equal to 144, but let's check it. 10 times 20 minus 58. Okay, that's 200 minus 58, which is 142, and of course I see now that I made a mistake there. But I'm not going to redo the video this time. I made a mistake earlier too. Okay, mistakes happen. Let's do the linear pair. The deal with linear pairs is that they sum to 180. So take a moment to write down that first step. Alright, that's angle BAC plus angle DAC is equal to 180 because they form a linear pair. BAC is 7x plus 1. DAC is 10x minus 25, and that's equal to 180 by substitution. And this is going to bother me. I didn't put spaces in there. There. Okay. Now we're combining like terms on the left-hand side. 7x and 10x is 17x, and 1 minus 25 is negative 24. That's equal to 180. This is substitution, the combination of like terms. Alright, now we're adding 24 to both sides. So 17x is equal to 204. Subtraction. Actually, that's addition, isn't it? The addition property. And then we're dividing both sides by 17. And this is going to be x equals 1, and then 17 into 34 goes twice, so 12 by division. Then the measure of angle ACD is equal to, not ACD, BAC is equal to 7 times 12 plus 1. 7 times 12 is 84, plus 1 is 85. And angle DAC is 10 times 12 minus 25. So that's equal to 120 minus 25, or 95. That checks out. 85 plus 95 is 180 degrees. Okay. These final sets of problems I'm just going to set up for right now because I'm really getting anxious sitting in this seat so long. The process here is that you're either going to do vertical angles or linear pairs based on where the common variables are. Notice that I have x's in the vertical angle positions and y's in the vertical angle positions for this problem. But down here, the x's form a linear pair, and so do the y's. So that's going to determine how you solve for x. This top equation is going to be 3x minus 4 equals x plus 16 because we have vertical angles. The y equation would be 7y plus 49 equals 10y plus 4, again because of vertical angles. I'm going to trust that you can solve these three-step equations from here. Down here we have a linear pair on the top, so we're going to go 7x minus 2 minus 2 plus 40x minus 6 equals 180 because they form a linear pair. And in the y equation we have 8y plus 98 plus 3y minus 1 equal to 180 because they form a linear pair. And again, I'm going to trust that you can finish these equations out.